Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, according to your time zone. Yesterday, I began a series called Listening Between Bites. So I start with jam testing, where I will continue today. Today will be in episode 2. So, listening between bites. So, it been a one bite, one story, and one reflection. Okay, so as I taste my jam, I will play a story or a speech, something. I could play something nice, and then at the end of it, I will share my thoughts, and then I go kiss Una goodbye, good night, goodbye, sweet dreams. Okay, I will continue with rye bread. And my rye bread is I just cut them into pieces to make it easier for me, and then I could use this spoon, spread spoon. So this one, guava jam. I just open them. Okay. Oh, we'll see the inside, how it look like. Oh. This one, ginger. That's what it look like. So this one, mango jam. Ooh, it almost spilled. And then this one, I like this cup. Now the one that used to be the fine bet. I know this here for all the various jams. This one, grapefruit spread. So because when it is so man fit eat and finish them, you know. Now only two of us did. So I show my son the other one is they say at least it is so almost chop them. I don't add again more. So this one, orange marmalade. What's yesterday? And this one, wild blueberry reserves. I think that. This one, a strawberry. So at least I know so I don't see. If I want to buy jam in bulk, I will go for this. Strawberry. This one, a raspberry. And this one, cherry. This one, apricot. This one, honey. When I want to call one woman the honey. So I could taste them today. Well, I mean, no, everybody don't taste honey at some point in his life. And then make I open my margarita. I for sure now how they do. I get this cup where they shake them, but I not doing today. I will put ice. If you put ice, you put you want a non-alcoholic, I don't want alcohol. If you put ice, you put whiskey, you put bourbon, you put whatever you need to put in there, and then you shake. I not want today. I will just drink it like that. So make a look for the thing we will listen today. Okay, where are you? Okay, there we go. So, make I give you a little bit of background. I see an for Zui Manto, a pitch, and I was very, very touched. I'm like, this is unbelievable. This Military people, they shame we not be small. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait. Just a moment, please. Okay. Let's say we'll do two of them. I'll find. We'll start the first one, then I will find the second one. So the first one are this. We'll see. Okay, where are you? I just see it right now. They say when Jordan they be bored, they bring out prisoners and made a dance with them. That's I say no matter what these prisoners are still human beings. Despite what they don't do, it's very wrong what they do. So they humiliate them. I will not say most prisoners already there for that they're prison, not being really prisoners. They're set up. So they use prisoners to entertain themselves. So that's people that they laugh, people that they comment, they think say funny. To me, it's not funny because all una for Cameroon they una been a potential prisoners. Whether you commit a crime or you not commit a crime. So I wasn't happy about this at all. You know, it's wrong. It made me think about the day of colonization, slave trade, and all what. How they put in slaves. They parade them. They dance with them. They do things with them. They entertain them. They laugh. They mock. They beat. Now that kind of behavior, this was here. So I am revolted. So now I write an open letter. Hey, me and this my open letter. And I know whether they like it or not, it go reach them. This is bad.
Detainees out of their cells.
Okay, just a moment, please.
Gendarmerie Company in Douala. When the gendarmes get bored, they take detainees out of their cells and organize a dance competition.
So Moko start.
Azui Manto. Open letter to the competent authorities of Cameroon regarding the alleged humiliation of detainees at the Ndagbong Gendarmerie Company in Douala. 2. The Minister Delegate at the Presidency in charge of Defense. The Secretary of State for Defense in charge of the National Gendarmerie. The Commander of the National Gendarmerie. The Governor of the Littoral Region. The State Council and Judicial Authorities. The National Commission on Human Rights and Freedoms. Subject: appeal for an investigation into the treatment of detainees at the Ndagbong Gendarmerie Company. Your Excellencies, I'm writing to express my deep concern regarding a video circulating on social media that allegedly shows detainees at the Ndagbong Gendarmerie Company in Douala participating in a dance competition while dressed only in their underwear. According to reports accompanying the video, detainees were removed from their cells and made to dance while gendarmes watched. I recognize that a video alone may not reveal the full context of an incident, and I do not wish to prejudge anyone. However, the images are disturbing and raise serious questions about the treatment of persons in custody, the respect for human dignity, and the professional standards expected of members of our security forces. As a citizen concerned about justice, accountability, and the reputation of our institutions, I believe this matter deserves careful and transparent examination. Every person deprived of liberty remains a human being entitled to dignity and respect.
Exactly.
Whether an individual is suspected of a crime, awaiting trial, or serving a sentence, that person does not lose his or her fundamental rights. The purpose of detention is to ensure justice and public safety, not to subject individuals to humiliation or degrading treatment. If the allegations surrounding this video are true, the consequences extend far beyond the individuals involved. The psychological impact on detainees can be severe. Public humiliation often leaves deep emotional wounds, including shame, anxiety, depression, loss of self-worth, and trauma. Such treatment can affect a person's mental health long after detention has ended, and may undermine any prospects for rehabilitation and reintegration into society. I'm equally concerned about the impact on families. Parents, spouses, children, and relatives who witness a loved one being publicly humiliated may experience emotional pain, embarrassment, and a profound sense of helplessness.
Yep.
Such incidents can weaken confidence in institutions that are expected to administer justice with fairness and humanity. I also fear the damage that such incidents may cause to the image of the National Gendarmerie. The overwhelming majority of gendarmes serve our nation with honor, courage, and professionalism. Their reputation should not be undermined by actions that may be perceived as degrading, abusive, or inconsistent with the values of the institution. Public trust is essential for effective law enforcement, and that trust depends on accountability and respect for human dignity. Furthermore, incidents of this nature can negatively affect the credibility of the justice system. Citizens must believe that individuals in custody are treated according to the law and not subjected to ridicule or humiliation. A justice system earns respect not only through punishment of wrongdoing, but also through fairness, restraint, and respect for the rights of all persons. Beyond the legal and institutional concerns, I believe there is a moral and spiritual dimension to this issue. Every human being possesses inherent worth and dignity. Regardless of the accusations against them, detainees remain sons, daughters, fathers, mothers, brothers, and sisters.
Exactly.
How we treat those who are vulnerable reflects the values we uphold as a society and as a nation. For these reasons, I respectfully call upon the competent authorities to conduct a thorough, independent, and transparent investigation into the incident. Establish the facts surrounding the recording and circulation of the video. Determine whether detainees participated voluntarily or were subjected to coercion or intimidation. Assess whether any laws, regulations, or professional standards were violated. Hold accountable any individuals found responsible for misconduct. Strengthen training on human rights, professional ethics, and detainee management within all detention facilities. Implement safeguards to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. My intention is not to condemn anyone without due process. Rather, I seek clarity, accountability, and the preservation of public confidence in our institutions. A transparent investigation will help establish the truth, reassure the public, and demonstrate Cameroon's commitment to justice, professionalism, and respect for human dignity. I trust that the competent authorities will treat this matter with the seriousness it deserves and take all necessary measures to uphold the honor of our institutions and the rights of every person under their custody. Respectfully, a concerned citizen. For human dignity, justice, and accountability. Cameroon. Gendarmerie Company.
Okay. The second read or listen go be now this one. It's also Steve for Zwinman to a pitch what take. My good day. The way they treat gendarme them on the police, the way they come late. They make them roll for mud. It's even pregnant woman. I was very surprised knowing this. Knowing this. Okay. I translate unto the glory of God. I'll find the translation and I will read them. It's terrible. No matter what, this is wrong. We'll not accept this kind of thing. Because if we accept them, it will continue. Tomorrow it will be in our way. I tell you, these people get no respect at all.
The abuse of power taking place at the... Hello, Gran and Zoo. I'm coming today to denounce the abuse of power taking place at the hands of some of our gendarmerie commanders within Group Squadron Number 1 in Yaoundé. They spend their time sending people before the military court, even for meaningless or trivial issues. Can you imagine that in the gendarmerie, we have not received our equipment allowances for so many years that we no longer even know how long it has been?
Ooh,
Meanwhile, a uniform costs between 15,000 and 20,000 CFA francs. There is also a Captain Iyenga from Squadron 12 who constantly humiliates and punishes personnel by making them go into the mud because they are late for duty, even female gendarmes who are pregnant. This is the behavior of some of our commanders who treat their subordinates as though they were enemies. In ZU Imanto, open letter to the accused officers and the competent military authorities of Cameroon. Subject: upholding human dignity, military professionalism, and responsible leadership within the gendarmerie. To the officers named in the allegations, to the command hierarchy of the National Gendarmerie, to the Ministry of Defense, and to all authorities entrusted with the welfare of Cameroon's defense and security personnel. This letter is written in response to serious allegations made by members of the gendarmerie concerning abuse of authority, humiliating disciplinary practices, inadequate welfare provisions, and the alleged misuse of military judicial mechanisms against subordinates. It is important to emphasize that these allegations remain claims until they are independently investigated and verified. However, the nature of the concerns raised warrants immediate attention because they touch upon the fundamental principles of military leadership, human dignity, justice, and national security. To the accused officers, leadership within the armed forces is not measured by the ability to instill fear. True leadership is measured by the ability to inspire discipline, loyalty, professionalism, and respect. If it is true that personnel are being subjected to degrading treatment, publicly humiliated, forced into physically degrading punishments, or threatened with military prosecution over minor administrative matters, such actions undermine the very values that military institutions are sworn to defend. Discipline is essential to military effectiveness. However, discipline must never be confused with humiliation.
yes.
Authority must never be confused with domination.
Thank you.
Command must never become a license for abuse.
Thank you.
Particularly troubling are allegations involving pregnant female personnel. Military service does not strip any individual of their humanity, dignity, or rights. Pregnant service members deserve protection, support, and appropriate accommodation, not treatment that could endanger their physical well-being or that of their unborn children. Every commander should remember that today's subordinate may become tomorrow's commander. The legacy of a leader is not how many people feared them, but how many people respected them. To the responsible
I
authorities,
like this mango.
the credibility of any military institution depends on the confidence of its personnel and the trust of the public. When allegations of abuse are ignored, several dangerous consequences emerge. Fear replaces trust. Silence replaces accountability. Resentment replaces loyalty. Survival replaces commitment. Military organizations operate most effectively when personnel believe that justice is fair, leadership is accountable, and grievances can be addressed without retaliation. The competent authorities must therefore ensure that these allegations are investigated impartially, professionally, and transparently. Any officer found to have violated military regulations, ethical standards, or human rights obligations should be held accountable in accordance with the law. Likewise, if allegations are found to be inaccurate or exaggerated, that determination should also be communicated fairly to protect the reputation of those concerned. Impact on military personnel. The psychological consequences of persistent humiliation and abuse can be severe. Personnel exposed to degrading treatment may experience chronic stress,
Yeah.
anxiety, depression, sleep disturbances, emotional exhaustion, loss of self-confidence, feelings of helplessness, reduced morale. When soldiers or gendarmes begin to view their own commanders as sources of fear rather than guidance, the chain of command suffers. Instead of focusing on operational readiness and public security, personnel become preoccupied with avoiding punishment and protecting themselves from perceived threats within their own institution. This environment can lead to burnout, disengagement, and a decline in overall effectiveness. Impact on physical health. The physical consequences can also be significant. Excessive or degrading punishments may expose personnel to physical injury, musculoskeletal problems, fatigue, increased risk of illness, long-term health complications. For pregnant personnel, any physically demanding or humiliating punishment may pose additional risks that should never be ignored. Military readiness depends upon maintaining a healthy and capable force. Practices that unnecessarily endanger personnel ultimately weaken operational effectiveness. Impact on families. Behind every soldier, gendarme, or officer stands a family. When personnel suffer emotional distress, their spouses, children, and relatives often suffer as well. Families may experience anxiety about their loved one's welfare, financial strain, emotional instability, increased family conflict, reduced quality of life. Children who witness the emotional suffering of a parent serving in uniform may develop their own fears, insecurities, and emotional challenges. A military institution cannot be strong when military families are living in fear, uncertainty, or distress. Impact on communities. Security forces are among the most visible representatives of the state. When communities hear allegations of internal abuse, public confidence may decline. Citizens begin to question whether justice is applied fairly, whether personnel are being treated humanely, whether leaders are accountable, whether institutions are operating according to the law. Public trust is difficult to build and easy to lose. Maintaining ethical leadership within the military, therefore, serves not only personnel, but the broader population as well. Impact on the nation. Cameroon security institutions play a critical role in protecting national stability, territorial integrity, and public order. Any culture that permits abuse of authority can have long-term consequences for national security. Low morale, weakened cohesion, distrust of leadership, and declining confidence in institutions ultimately affect operational performance. A nation is strongest when its defenders are respected, motivated, fairly treated, and confident in the integrity of their leadership. Professional armed forces are built upon discipline, but also upon justice, accountability, and mutual respect. The spiritual and moral dimension. Beyond regulations and procedures lies a deeper moral responsibility. Every person entrusted with authority carries an obligation to use that authority wisely and humanely.
Exactly.
Power should protect, not oppress. Leadership should elevate, not degrade.
Exactly.
Justice should correct wrongdoing, not become a tool of intimidation. History consistently judges institutions not merely by their strength, but by how they treated the people under their command.
Yes.
A call for action. We respectfully call upon the competent authorities to conduct an independent AI investigation into the allegations, ensure protection against retaliation for individuals who report misconduct in good faith, review disciplinary practices to ensure they comply with military regulations and respect human dignity, improve personnel welfare, including issues related to uniforms, equipment allowances, and working conditions, strengthen leadership training focused on ethics, professionalism, and human rights, provide accessible channels for personnel to raise concerns safely and confidentially, ensure special protections for vulnerable personnel, including pregnant service members. Conclusion. The strength of a military institution is not demonstrated by how harshly it treats its subordinates, but by how effectively it combines discipline with dignity, authority with responsibility, and power with justice. For the sake of the personnel who serve, the families who support them, the communities they protect, and the nation they defend, these allegations deserve careful attention and, where necessary, corrective action. Cameroon deserves security institutions that embody professionalism, integrity, fairness, and respect for human dignity at every level of command. Respectfully, a concerned voice for accountability, justice, and human dignity.
And also now 2 complaints and that from the police gendarmes that would hear. At least I think so now we understand to some extent why they behave the way they behave. You know, if you give to you, not get. They not teach them to be responsible police. So and gendarmes and so on. Why don't they get the teach the way they get? They teach them how to thief, how to humiliate. So when they experience this kind of experience, you don't hear so. They go take it out on una. They not go touch the big people them. The best way they do it. So now una they pay the price of that for that way that they do away be wrong. But at them they pay the price. So most of them are police and gendarmes, they get mental health issues. They need to see therapists. And most likely at some point in throughout my journey for Facebook and social media, I don't share this. My son, I think he started time he been like 12 or 13 for Navy. cadet. See cadet, so they be call am. He be there for like 3 years. They give them shoes, the uniform. In fact, anything they need, they give them. My son will not ever spend one shishi. If you can't see anything can happen for them, they go back, they go change. And they get a big warehouse where they get clothes. When you finally, when your time don't come to an end for day, you go just go return back the clothing where they give you. When at the yesterday they buy, and then they buy their children, me, I'm very surprised. Now what cadets them all, when they want to encourage them, they get to, they help them to become responsible. They teach them good things. Who did they do? They would take them go do. Parents go should also take they finish. They go once a week. Mondays. Would be there to they finish like 3 hours. They will take them go home. For the one that they want to continue, they will get scholarship. A lot of good things they offer for this beginner. Now my son will want to continue. I say, okay. We do it 3 years. They get camp. So when I come to council, like this summer council, so parents they be so happy. Oh, they apply. They get 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 weeks. My son don't go for 3 weeks. He don't go for 6 weeks. Woo, what a breather. Parents and so they happy. They feel even come on say go their small work at all. They say on our own police, on our own military units. Now there boys and girls and they buy. Not only so you go pay your money, buy, then they will say maybe you can't let you can't roll for water, throw you all kind thing for your skin. The uniform now go spoil, you get for go buy them again. You come late, and so ask why. Find out what till make you come late, especially that one you be pregnant. Not everybody they fit for handle pregnancy. Pregnancy need to treat everybody the same. My own wasn't easy. And when you work for this kind of toxic environment, based on my experience, I'm telling you, I begin to get headaches, migraines when I go even just thinking about going to work. When I leave work, so I come out, I will just go get a lot of shops, restaurants, and I will just go grab 2 dishes. So do my bigness, so don't have nothing. I will grab 2, one for my son, one for myself, bring and come, chop. My best time when I did home, I did for my safe space. When the time was start reach for go work, see, nervousness, anxiety, stress. So then I will just call and say, no way. I will not be in a lie. I not just want to go. When I even just think, I not just want to go. And to the glory of God, thank God I don't come up with that environment. It was too much. People that's supposed to be called in sick. They will take a short-term disability, long-term disability. They will take them. So once if you take every 2 years, you know if you blame that it was too much because we covered the pay we during that time. Or at least 60%, depending on how long you go. People they be take them because they not be fit for cope. They be a lot of things will go on, very bad things. So they begin for change. Most of the leadership they be change. They say so they be tell me some manager be that was before one join. So manager be there. They get to change it. They be move it. The thing I say, they move them, move up. They go move them, now go put them for another place. Connection. So if you as you don't complain, so they go if you move these big people, then they go put them for another place, and then they go continue. If that woman lost the pikin, I see the roll for that mud, you go stay with it. They go cover her up as I said, we cover her up. We don't hear say that they put them for sale, put them for jail, take them go for military court anyhow. They go even concoct something against them. Throw them. Which can we do for 3 people? Then when they hear all this, I don't know when I see the parents the way they encourage your kid to go there. I don't know whether they don't hear all this way they happen. I hope sometimes they not be the hear them. Now na the year, do not send your kids, no accept, discourage them from joining the military, any part of the military. Discourage your picking. Make it make it go for fun with you. It is better. Because you're sending your son or your daughter to die. Look at die now, not only the physical. You get spiritual death, mental death, emotional death. Some people they did work, but they don't die already. Prison, the only way the only way for inside the four walls of prison. Some people they be a prisoner, even though they work freely. But they be a prisoner in the mind. Imagine that journey that they go through. They are prisoners in their mind, their emotions, spiritual, they are not happy. So many they go take them on gosh, when they send them, they go collect money. If they don't meet up their quota of the day, they say, okay, bring me 100,000. They don't meet up the quota. If you imagine the way they do them, maybe they could punish you. Maybe you go roll for mud. Find something, put up for your head so that they will shoot you for inside prison for a few months. They want to teach you a lesson. And for one that they laugh, be careful. Not they laugh. Because this thing is so wrong. All of una, especially una for Cameroon, even diaspora for here, we are potential criminals. No, prisoners, sorry, not criminals, prisoners. Whether we commit a crime or not, the probability say the fish sell for prison be very high. Especially we were there for this diaspora here, because they tell me say, what would they talk like this? They will say, oh, what would it cost? Would they encourage insurrection? When are then they that kind of thing, some of the insurrection that now so it start. They say insurrection they start now. The one that go for fear and inside Cameroon the one that if you start something that inside Cameroon, not diaspora, that's what they talk. Would they expose things? But the one the way they feel more. Now that one a military, the one that they make the rule. One day they will lose it. We heard the other one yesterday. He said, one movie, go shoot that man. Now his friend then calm me down. Say, calm down. Say, no be fit to take up. The sexual harassment be too much. The humiliation was too much. Now they think that. One day, one no go hear at all. You know, go hear, go say, me could leave it. You know, okay, he or she don't already died. They don't already kill it. They don't finish. You know, get nothing left. Poo, 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 poo. You go say, wait. You way they treat that general, so they treat you that commander, that general, that lieutenant them, colonel them. When I want to treat that picking, so it's one picking go finish you. You go do it. What you go do it? Now go send in our prison. That person don't lose hope. That person not live. He not be alive. It's even if he shoot himself. Now who lost? Both of them lost, but you go even lost self the most. Half of your picking, we go take care of them. There are other colonels and generals who enjoy the picking. Enjoy your woman. Oh, say baby girl, come here. Come on. Mais c'est un peu méchant, hein? Mon Dieu, c'est méchant. Oublie-le. Come to me, darling. Viens, mon bébé. Je vais prendre soin de toi et tes enfants. Eh? Even the bonus them, or the bonus is them, won't again forget that. After the death, they will even give you now. They go thief also. Pension. Bonus. Thief. God. Benefit. No, go get them. Alive or dead. If you're not there alive, they're not give you now. I don't die, they will give you now. Eh? Now when you die, they will give you. Chief. This one the colonels and generals and. Oh, no. You get alive, you know they get bonus. You know they get benefit. So now where you go get that? They don't chief out. No respect for human life. Humiliation. They go bring prisoners and they dance and they entertain them. Why the prisoners get for entertainment? The prisoners they get to they learn to be good citizens. When they want come out, they don't learn lesson. They don't go repeat their crime again. See, they don't become entertainers. They entertain una. When I get for road, they stop other one them. That they can't entertain una. Sorry, who did this to us? Now who caused Cameroon? Ha! I said, see the man here now. See the man here. I don't wanna go see carry your fine boy cake picking. Then encourage him, make it go right. When I go even go and sell everything when I get for bribe me, they put it for inside. Forget this. For go get by your picking, head not correct, or they don't put it for prison, maybe they sack it. After they don't torment you, head not correct, and they send you away. Now you go find money again for travel, make you feel better. Leave the ministers. Say, go be that colonel Jandan them, that colonels them, that captains, that minister of defense, all them. Men are their picking and go join them. More see something. More their picking go fight Boko Haram and Amber. They go do it. But then they go start the catch you, the first one I'm gonna go. Yes, that didn't go happen. Because you're not feeling the picking and go die for una. There's no one die for una. So the woman wanna picking and go die for una. Hey. I mean, I do want to sweep away. So we could pray for our air forces, for our military people. I don't say that they behave funny, but at least we get an overview or an insight of where the kind of behavior they come from. We're not, even though nothing justify them, but at least if you get more compassion for them, now we know so that they treat them like non-entities, nobodies. And you know, so the work of the devil now for humiliate. The devil loves to humiliate. So they do the work of their father. The Bible says we are not ignorant of the devices of the devil. And one of the tools that the devil uses now, humiliation, to break you. For make you see yourself like nobody. For make you see yourself like say you don't get to live. But you get to see yourself through the lens of the scriptures. What God is saying about you. And then believe it all of your heart. That's so easy to overcome that humiliation. So that the way that they humiliate you, you dey laugh. That's something I can't understand. With that, after I go for the second walk, even for that walk, I start to laugh all the time. They smile. I remember some lady tell me, "Oh, you're always smiling." I was smile, even no matter what they do me. As I enter that walk, I don't get smile from my face. That building, smile don't be from my face. Because I refuse me to break me psychologically and emotionally, mentally. I refuse. And I give God the glory today because today, it will not kill you, it will make you strong. Today, I am stronger psychologically. I tell all these stories that even people that bring her close to me, they don't even know. They don't know about my life. Now, maybe then when they go watch this video, they go know. They don't know how tough my mentality be. They don't know. That because of which I go through, I trust in my God. They believe you in my Bible, they talk. No matter what I tell them, say, yes, I look so sweet. If you like, you can talk, say, I will pass for who. I don't give your time. You know, for my vocabulary, say, for my mind, I am the most, I am the Miss Universe. I am a queen of queens. You cannot take that away from me. You don't feel break because it be settled for my mind, it be settled for my heart. So whatever you go talk, I am not moved because it's not true. Now your truth that I get my own truth. And my truth will prevail over your own truth. Hey, see holy wine. Sure. Now, make yourself happy. See how they do it. This thing is not cost. At least I don't see. Now, the kind of genre, fun is be the final. All the baby one, they say go take too long for finish. You want so with 2-3 times, you don't go. So at least I don't see too about the size I would buy them now. I know how to buy them. So the best for all this one I don't chop so now the mango. And listen, I can chop the mango, continue the chopper. I will love the mango taste. So thank you for watching. Now my new series, this where I work on. It will only get better by the grace of God. Listening between bites. Now they name that. One bite, one story, one reflection. Even though I give you 2 stories, but they be the same. Now the same topic. So one bite, one story, one reflection. Listening between bites. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening. I also bless you now. I hope so you take 1 or 2 good things that will help your life. So enjoy the rest of the evening. Now for we na evening here. God bless you. Bye. One love.